make a good video though for him.
You hear what Matt said?
Yeah.
I think I can handle it.
Oh yeah. That's pretty good over here. We got a leak on Mickey's bucket. Bucket, y'all heard me. Bucket. Dadgummit. I'm gonna put that clip specifically on Southern Loggers. We're pretty sure it's the orbit motor again. These things are problematic for the orbit motors. Hey, there's stuff falling off that. The orbit motors, they like to blow the seals out of them or something, and they just go to leaking. What, Mickey, about every 1,000 hours you gotta replace them?
What do you think?
So about every 1,000 hours, seems like we gotta replace one.
That's what it does for some reason.
The other two 34Bs we have doing the same thing. The old ones didn't seem to be this bad, but it's making a nasty
my old
mess.
motor had 10,000 hours on it.
You never changed one on it? I heard that. We left it clamped up like this so we could look in there and see what we got. We got the parts at the house. We'll just wait until it gets too bad to continue running, get all the life out of it you can. Set up for our new spot. This is it's going to be 25 acres in this set that comes to this set. We're pushing our dirt pile up for our deliminator. I've been asked a few different times why we don't use the legs or whatever that comes factory with the deliminator. Usually those are some of the first things that get tore off a deliminator when it gets put in the woods, especially in a wet application like what we use. Now on our other job, our deliminator is mounted on a trailer, and we don't have to push up a pile of dirt. But the pile of dirt also lets us get our nose up. You notice how we get our nose up at a pretty good angle? Michael dusting us out. But if y'all will notice how we get our deliminator nose up on kind of an angle, it helps walk the wood into the machine. And it also makes it easier to get the wood in the throat of the machine. Sometimes I'll dig the pile with the track cutter and the track cutter head. Good easy dirt like this to push in, I'll usually let the skidder do it. One's just about as fast as the other. Right now I just needed some video for y'all. So we're gonna watch the skidder push some dirt. I'm sure there'll be somebody come in here and be like, if you had a dozer, you just use your dozer. Always one of you. So while we're watching Michael, something I'm gonna start kind of including in my videos and asking y'all to do for me. Some of the way the new YouTube algorithm stuff is working, it is really helping channels if you will share the content that you are watching to your social media channels as well. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Text it to your friends, send it in private messages through text or Facebook messages or whatever. Probably get one more scoop there and it's probably gonna be about good. But if you will share my videos, I would greatly appreciate it and it would help the channel out a bunch. We're fixing to get this pile of wood right here I got cut, get it out of the way. That's what I was wanting to do. I guess he's just gonna shove it out of the way. That'll work. Back drag these bushes right here. Mickey getting ready to go. I was wanting to push it because I know he's going to back drag into that hole, and he saw the skidder all walked up goofy. You can't have in big piles like that, and you definitely can't have stops there where them tires are going to sit. You'll blow your tires out. That might be good enough. Come get your pile and kind of, yeah. Get him to roll this pile up, kind of tighten this pile up a little bit. Yeah, that's why I wanted the pile of wood moved, where he's not trying to push his dirt on that pile of wood. The delaminator in, we'll cross the ditch right there in front of Mickey's bucket. We'll back it straight across here. When he gets right here, we'll kick it around and set it on the pile. We'll be ready to dig him some wood.
You take your finger, better think about your future. You're getting twisted thinking I don't wanna shoot you. I've been waiting for a long time. I'm not going down. I'll be the last man standing. The last man standing. You know I never bend and never break. I'm the heavyweight with all the answers. I'm the last man standing. I'm the last man standing. I drew a line into the sand 'cause I only plan to be the last man. The last man standing.
I'm not sure, but just reviewing my footage there, it looks like my my little clip that I just done corrupted. I have audio. I'll give y'all what I got of it. Show y'all the start of it anyway. But what we done here, I had to take y'all out. Well, I would take you out in the woods. I'm gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna take you out in the woods. It's time to go home. Track shear's parked up, and tell y'all what we had here. This is an SMZ crossing. Technically, this would be an ephemeral. It should just be a swag that holds water or drains water during a big rain event. They redone this road a couple years ago, looks like, and there needs to be a culvert right here. Y'all can see how hard the water's flowing, and y'all can see in this clear cut over here, it's all cut, and then there's this patch of bushes right here. This is where that ephemeral continues out into the clear cut, and then it goes up there and just kind of heads up, and that's the end of the SMZ. But they didn't put a culvert in, and they didn't swag the road right here to create a low water crossing. And my woods are literally 2.5 feet deep where I got to cross in water. And that's not so much it is a bad thing, but it's not that I can't go across it. It's the way that I'm having to cross it. The butts are on ground, on flat, dry ground. It's not dry, but the butts are on non-water soaked ground, and the tops are in this 2.5 feet deep of water, and they're floating. And whenever the skidder's gonna fall off this embankment and fall onto the mat, those tops are gonna be, those half of the tree is gonna be floating. Whenever he falls down onto it, it's gonna blow it out, and then you're gonna end up with a bad mess across an SMZ. We can't have that. So what I done, it's late and I gotta get across this SMZ first thing in the morning, so I took it upon myself. I may get in trouble for this, I don't know, but I took it upon myself to come up here and look. Of course, there's no culvert. At first I thought the culvert was just plugged with storm drainage or debris from the hurricanes and stuff and all the flooding we've had. That wasn't the issue. Discovered that there is no culvert and it's just backed up because the road's too high. The water cannot cross right here. So I elected to take the track cutter and scoop a channel across the road, and that's what I was filming, but don't look like that's turned out for y'all to be able to see. So we're gonna let this drain off overnight, and hopefully when we come back in the morning, 75–80% of that water is gone and my wood won't be floating no more. Yeah, you can't shovel log if your wood's floating. That's kind of a given. So she's draining really good. Hopefully in the morning she'll be drained off enough we can go back to work on it.